let me just mention that this video is about how to register for an AWS account. We are not responsible for any data charges you incur, and we're going to do our best to guide you, but there's one simple rule to follow when guiding you to avoid extra spending inside AWS. And here's rule number one. Don't leave anything running. If you start a NAT gateway inside of a subnet on a VPC, that has an hourly charge to it. So don't do that. Users, groups, CloudFormation, pieces of system manager, networking components, firewalls, they're not going to cost you anything. Now I said firewalls, I meant security groups and NACLs. Network firewalls will actually cost you something. So be aware that don't leave anything running. If you start a virtual machine, stop it. It's not deleting it, you're just stopping it. If you create 5 hard drives, don't leave them up for a month because you're probably going to need to delete them. So the bottom line there is if you're going to do something in your account, do it and do it intentionally. And then when you're done doing whatever it is you're doing inside your account, delete the admins and questions. Okay. Now I'm going to walk through registering for an account cold. We're going to do this together. Okay. So let's go look at it. Okay. So first things first. All right. So all I did is I literally went to AWS and I said, sign up for AWS. First link that came up was sign up for a free AWS account. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the button that says create a free account. Now here's the cool thing. If you use Gmail or Yahoo or Live like MSN Office 365, my email address is actually officially KodeKloud.com, but because it's backed, if you will, by a great service provider, I can actually put a plus sign and then AWS1 after my name, and guess what happens? This looks like a unique email address to the provider, but actually it's still going to Michael at KodeKloud.com. Now here's the account name. It's just Michael's Demo KK account. Why not? Let's call it a demo account. And so we're going to sit here and verify the email address. Okay, so hit verify. Oh, it's you. Been verified. Okay, awesome. Now at this point, what's going to happen is that you're going to put in like a root user password, and you want to make sure it's something that, you can remember and unique, so yeah. And, it's got to make sure it's got to meet some password complexity rules, right? So we continue, get it all sorted out. We're not going to save it in Firefox because meh, right? And then, let's see, how do I plan on using AWS? Maybe for a little bit of business work. My name is Michael Forrester. I work for KodeKloud, right? So we're going to answer these questions. Obviously, you can put personal, right? Doesn't matter. Here's a phone number. I'm going to put my phone number, which is going to be blurred out so you can't see it, but, my address, just in case, because we're going to need this for billing purposes, right? Again, this is going to be blurred out for you, but you can make sure it's in here. Obviously, I'm in the United States. Okay? And Brett's the agreement, so we're going to continue, blah, 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 blah. All right. And then credit card number. Now, this is where things get, kind of hairy, because basically you need to put in a credit card. So I'm going to fill in the screen and just skip past it, but, I think the deal right now. It's going to verify all your information. Obviously, you need to put in all your information. Mine's going to be blurred out so you can't see it. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this in, skip forward, so for security purposes, you don't see my credit card number, okay? All right, continuing on. So I put my credit card information, I hit continue, and then it said, I want you to confirm your identity, and then it asked me for a phone number, and it gave me a robot challenge. So the next thing it's going to do is ask you to put in that code, which I'm going to do here in just a second. All right, here we go. Verifying. You're going to go for the free support plan because there's no reason actually for you to get the full support plan. So unless know you're going to use your account for serious developer stuff, otherwise just let it go. Basic support's fine. AWS has been around for a while. You get plenty of support from everybody on the internet. Okay. We're going to complete the sign up. Now, what's going to happen is that you can go to the Management Console now, right? And you're going to, basically what it's doing is that for the next 24 hours, it's going to be turning on things globally for your account. So you're going to end up with global access to a bunch of stuff. It's going to take about 24 hours or less for that to happen. You will receive an email when everything's activated and kicked out. So, you can sign up for another account. You can contact sales. You could try going to the Management Console, but you don't really have everything you need just yet. Maybe. So let's try it. So for example, we know our root username because it was Michael plus AWS1 at KodeKloud.com. Let's see if our password works. There, look at that. And you know what? Let's never save. Okay. Thank you, students. Here you are. We've now created our account. You can see in the upper right-hand side, it says Michael's KK demo. I'm actually in Ohio. So again, reminder, 24 hours, let it soak. And then this account is now useful for you to use. And we're now good to go as far as you now having your own account. Two things to remember is that one, you probably want to create an IAM user right off the bat. A user that you can use to log in because you don't want to keep logging in with the root user, which is the email account, right? Don't want to do that. Second thing is that you want to come up here and type in AWS budgets in this search, and you probably want to come set up a budget to notify you if this account ever goes over like $10 or $5 or whatever your threshold is, okay? So probably set up AWS budget. So I'm going to leave that to you to discover because you're now on a journey to discover more about AWS. Thanks for watching. I'm Michael Forster. I'll catch you in the next video.